When I look at a dog, I don't see typically what other people see. You know, when I look at a dog, I look to see into their soul, you know, what their eyes are trying to tell me. They can't verbally tell me what their past has been, so we have to try to read that from them. Even days when I'm cleaning the kennels, I'll reach over to a certain dog and say, hey, you've been super quiet today. Like, what's wrong? So we always look into the dog's soul, and we try to see their purpose, and we try to visualize their future. And my wife and I, we always joke around, you know, there's that very famous and patent saying, I guess you could say, is the dog whisperers. You know, we don't consider ourselves dog whisperers at all. We consider ourselves dog listeners. We like to listen. So Rancho Luna Lobos is what my wife and I like to call a husky or northern breed sanctuary. We focus a lot on rescues and surrenders, dogs that basically have trouble finding homes and shelters, or families that have a hard time keeping a high-strung dog, you know, part of their family. So we try to take those dogs in and give them a second shot at life, and allowing them to express themselves in the art, as I like to call it, in the art of dog sledding. There's nothing like when we're racing or when we're training out in the backcountry and we're in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing like depending on your team, my kids, to get me home, you know, and being at a point where we do this as a family-run kennel and business and organization. My children are so much a part of this, and the ability I have, and the opportunity I have, I should say, to pass this down to them, this art form down to them, it means so much more to me than I could really express into words.
Personally, I like being a musher because I get to help my team out, and it's really fun. There's a lot of fun paths you get to take, but the thing is, it takes some effort, and it's not something easy, and I like how it makes you work. Some of the key things that run through my mind when I'm mushing is stay on the skis and always help your dogs. Never let them do it all for you. You have to always help them. You should always trust your dogs.
I've been running sled dogs since I was 8, you know, just kind of a makeshift sled, running around with a yellow lab. And then eventually down the road, you know, when my mom, you know, when we rescued a few more dogs, that was the only condition my mom had, is we had to rescue my other dogs from shelters and, you know, take those dogs and formulate my team. But I knew at that moment, like, this is something I wanted to do, at least for the majority of my life, or as long as I could, really. I didn't know that I could do this as a career or, you know, a lifestyle, really. This last year, 2023, just a month ago, we had the honor of representing Team USA. It's under the IFSS, so International Federation of Sled Dog Sports, and there's about 22 countries, and yeah, they take their top mushers from each discipline, and I got selected for the 8-dog class. Went up there. That was a trek getting up there, out in the North Pole, middle of nowhere, in Sweden, and it was a phenomenal feeling of, you know, just the idea of standing on the runners, running with my team on a different continent was so surreal, you know, thinking from where I started as a boy, you know, and to where I am now. And, you know, we finished 8th overall, at literally the fastest teams on the planet. So it was such a humbling experience, and I can't wait to go back. Hopefully we can climb the ranks and improve a little better. Here at the ranch, our dogs are dogs first and sled dogs second. And dog sledding to us is a work of art, and this is a lifestyle, not a hobby. So every time we step on the runners, there's a purpose and there's a meaning to that. We're setting out on the trail to illustrate and to paint the canvas with our sled on the trail. We're there to make a story.
Last year, I placed second at Junior World Championships. That was a very fun experience. I was definitely very nervous. I thought I was gonna lose, but I was able to snag second. It was awesome. I'm definitely gonna try to train hard this year. Really gonna go after it because I'm gonna try to win.
To put it simply is think of others and serve others before yourself, and to have that servant's mindset. You know, it's not so much of what people can do for me, it's what can I do for other people. In this regard, it's what can I do for my dogs, you know? And in turn, when I teach my children that same philosophy, you know, they have an understanding of what it's like to be respectful and so patient with dogs, that on the flip side, they're gonna be just as patient and respectful to the human pack. And we need that, you know, we need to be more understanding of each other, not just in the dog pack, but in the human pack as well.
To be a dog man, you have to listen to your dogs, and you have to guide them through their journey and become what they were always meant to be.